Hey, how's this for a start today? Look at all this Grinch goodness, because it is November now, and I think we can safely say Halloween is over. It's time to celebrate Christmas, and you know what? It's 2020, so it is time to celebrate Christmas for sure. And we're starting here with the Grinch. Today we're going to give you a peek at our holiday open house, which is set up back here in our classroom. And then tonight, I don't know, it sounds like Dawn's having some trouble back there. Tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to have a detailed look at some of our kits and projects and things that you can get here at our holiday open house. But we're going to give you a really good look at it today, this morning. And then we have a new Christmas album to show. Dawn, what have you got there in your little basket of goodies?
I feel like Mrs. Claus. We have packaged up, over the last few months, we've gotten tons and tons of cards from all of our manufacturers, and so we have bagged them up and we are selling them, and there's 6 cards in packages for $10. And
let's just have a look. So
well,
they're all themes. Are they all themes? Or?
These I just grabbed all the Christmas ones. There's going to be tens of them, tens. How do you say dozens?
Maybe dozens?
No, dozens.
All
dozens.
Right. Tens of tens
yes.
or dozens, whichever.
Dozens of them. And they'll be all in this basket. And like this, these are all these Christmas ones. And these came from Northwood Stamps. And these cards, so there's 6 cards in here. And they're all glittered up and absolutely beautiful, ready for you to send out. You just need to add your own envelope. But $10 for 6 cards. And there's lots and lots in here. And we're just getting them all priced and ready to go out.
All right, we're doing a lot. Things happen quickly here. I don't want to say last minute, because we've been preparing for this for a long time. But we just kind of scramble when it gets close, because we want it to be the best it can be, especially in these COVID times.
Yeah.
So Dawn, do you want to show us some highlights? And then we've got a Christmas album to show. Oh, wait a minute. First, we better let everybody know about our change for tomorrow.
Okay.
We're supposed to have Katie here doing this album right here, the Christmas Cheer Folio 3 book, and Katie is not able to come in tomorrow, so we postponed it till next Thursday. So if you were planning to see Katie tomorrow morning, I'm really sorry, but she'll be in next Thursday. And you know what? If you didn't get the kit, you've got a little extra
time to pick it up. You still got another week, yes.
It's online under kits and Christmas kits. And you'll find it's the Christmas Cheer Folio 3 album. It's $32.99, and you get the folio and everything you need to make it. And Katie's going to assemble the folio for us right here where you're at. You know how they used to say same bat time, same bat channel? I don't know who remembers that, but I do. I used to be afraid of the Joker. But so next Thursday you'll be able to see that instead of tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll have something different to show.
Are you doing yours tomorrow?
Maybe I'm doing one today.
Oh, you're doing one today. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll come up. We might do another album tomorrow, but
who
we're
knows?
Sure if we get it done.
It's 24 hours away. We'll figure it out.
Lots of time.
Okay. So, are we just going to do a quick breeze through today?
Yeah, I think we absolutely should.
All right.
And you need to.
Are you still showing something today?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm showing the Christmas album.
Okay. Well, you guys, I'm so excited. We have been having fun making some necklaces here. And so I'm just going to point these out. But look we've got Believe, and we got a little snowman. They've all got little charms on them. There's some Buffalo Check Merry Christmas. We've got some round ones. Look at this one. Kelly, I'm not sure. We're in the camera. Okay, Merry Christmas with a little snowflake. Here's a Santa. It says Believe with a little charm. And all of these necklaces are $8.99. Can I help you?
I wanted to wear one. I was going to wear one, but I'll put one on for tonight. Never mind. So they're $8.99, and look at all these cool charms with the fun things. And you know what? I love Christmas jewelry or holiday jewelry. It's just fun, and it makes me feel happy. And these are all amazing. They have archival printed messages in them, and you're just going to love them.
Yeah.
Now, these are not online.
These are not online.
There's too many choices, but you can call us, or if you come in the store, you can pick one out.
And we'd be happy to pick one out for you.
I would.
We've got another snowman with Wish. Yeah.
So they're 2-sided. So they've
And
got
that
something
one
on the front and
says
the back.
Buffalo Check Merry Christmas.
I think what makes them is the extra little charms that are hanging on them.
And this one says, what does that one say? Believe. And that one's kind of an Art Deco-y type. Oh, and then there's a vintage Santa on the back of him. So lots to choose from. Lots to choose from. Well, let's
Hey,
go.
Dawn, before
Yes.
you go, I think since these are right here,
Oh,
I think this is a very important product, and we had some people very disappointed when we didn't have these for a few months, but the Dutch House caramels are the
are
best
back.
caramel ever.
and they're made right close by in Minneapolis.
Yeah, they're freshly made and close by, a local company. If you've had one of our Dutch House caramels and you really loved it, make a comment so you can tell everybody how wonderful they are. And they are online under
Yes.
miscellaneous products. So
And
you
we
can add
also-
them to your order very easily.
Yes, they
and
are.
I would if I were you.
Yeah, they're very good. They're very good.
Oh, okay.
All right. Do we want to show this yet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maggie
show it.
did an amazing project for us. Look at this, Winter Wonderland. The kits are let's see, $43.99. And I don't know, let's see, this is I think like 20 by 16 maybe.
16 by 20 or 22. Yeah, it's
Yes,
big.
huge. And you get everything in here. You get the tree, the words are all cut out. You get the pine cone, the little jewels.
And they're dyed. Did you know she already
Yeah,
those for
yes.
people?
So this is, she's got 5 or 9 kits done. How many kits do you have done?
They're all done now.
They're all done.
Oh, they're all done. The paper came in?
The paper came in yesterday.
Wow!
so excited.
Well, that was fast. Okay, all the kits are done and ready to go. So
And these are online under kits and Christmas or holiday kits.
yeah, yep. But really neat, and it says sleigh bells. Are you listening in
get
the
up close to
in
that.
the lane? Snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. So this is something that Maggie thought you could leave out at least through February. So it's not just
Yeah.
so Christmassy that you can't that you have to put it away after Christmas. So really fun. Okay.
We're getting lots of comments about the caramels. And look, here's another box.
And we don't want to show everything, but I do want to show these because I think
Okay.
these are just so fun. But look at these unfinished wood trees that we have here. And then let's just show them some of the samples that you can create with these unfinished wood trees. This was just stamped on here. And this was stamped.
So you might want to tell how you got them brown.
Okay, so these trees were, they're this unfinished color, and then I just took Distress, gathered twigs, Distress ink, and put it in a little spritzer bottle with water and sprayed it on.
A refill, an inker,
A
refill?
re-inker,
Okay.
a re-inker, and a little bit of water, sprayed it on there and wiped it off. And that's how I turned them. I just wanted them a little bit darker.
And here we have some that have paper put on them. So you could pick out some different papers and cover them with paper.
And then they're just stamped with archival ink. And these are texture paste put through a stencil. And then I put some glitter on them afterwards.
Of course.
Of course, of course.
All right, Maggie's kit does come with the wood frame, the wood shadow box frame.
Yeah, the
and
whole
that alone is a $30 frame. So
Here's a-
it's a. Oh yeah, there's a picture
Here's
of the
the
kit.
kit.
So you get everything. We always make sure you get everything in your kits because
Well, there is a few things that you need, like your craft
Well,
mat, your
supplies.
multi-medium, yeah,
you need some
scissors,
ink and some
scissors, but
texture paste
yeah,
or whatever.
right.
But all the weird stuff that you can't just get anywhere. So there's those DIY trees. I will tell my idea about those tonight. I have
Okay.
a really good idea for those.
Awesome, awesome. Lots of fun ornaments. And we've got some lanterns. And don't forget, we do sell all of our twine by the spool. And those are $19.99 and you get 400 yards. So I've never done the math on that. We need to do the math. But it's
I just keep.
it's a pretty good deal.
I have it. I just keep it on my desk and just pull it when I need it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. Especially the natural. I use that on everything. Okay.
We've got some projects that are for sale also
Oh,
that we
yes.
can show.
Yeah, we'll show those
And
tonight.
some projects you can make, some DIY wood projects for your decorations. And lots of Christmas ribbon.
I love this stuff. This is like cloth ribbon that's all been printed on. Love that stuff.
How much is that, Dawn?
Oh, Kelly, let me tell you, $9.49, and you get 10 yards.
That's quite a bit of ribbon.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Good deal. Okay, well, where are you going to do your demo at, Kelly?
Up at the front.
Oh, all right.
So then we do have all of our card kits, and these are all online under kits and Christmas. Is it called Christmas or holiday?
Christmas.
Christmas kits.
Christmas kits.
Christmas kits. All right, so should we do the demo? Should we demo away?
Let's demo
did
away.
we show this? All right, we'll show, and we've got a lot more to show tonight in detail.
Yes.
At 6:30 Central Standard Time. All right, well, Dawn, why don't I have Maggie help me with this,
That
and then
sounds
you
good.
can go to your appointment. So what I wanted to show was this new Christmas album kit. I call it the Happy Holidays album kit. And it's really a fun kit. It's got the bright and exciting, should I say exciting? Maybe just fun. I keep saying fun, but the Dear Santa collection is what we use on it. And I'm going to show you a couple things about it and a couple tips and techniques and show you what you get inside the album kit. And Maggie's going to help me out here. So Maggie, I'll give you this.
Okay.
So this album kit is something you can use for a daily journal. You can use it to record your memories. You can use it for a planner. You can put your photos in it from Christmas this year or Christmases past. And first, Maggie, I think I'll flip through some of the pages because you're going to get everything you need to create these pages. And you're going to get the die cuts, you get stickers, you get this Christmas tree that's been cut out in a special way so it folds over, and you get the little stars.
That's really
And you're going to get pages that are 4x6 that you can slip photos in. And then you're also going to get pages, well, these are all 4x6 right here, and this one's got a little flipper that flips up. And I love flippers, and I love pockets. So this is a pocket you're actually going to make in your kit. And that's why you want to make sure you have some score tape. So if you're getting the kit and you don't have score tape, this is a really strong adhesive that you're going to put at the sides of your pockets to make sure they stay stuck really good, because you don't want them to fall apart. This is an album that's going to get looked at a lot and throughout the years. And here's an 6x8 sleeve, page sleeve. And you're going to have paper that you cut apart, like these little squares are from cut aparts. This is a cut apart paper here. I've got a little flip. And then surprise, there's a wreath inside.
Oh my gosh. I have to do more flips.
I like flips. Now this started out as an envelope, and it has a tag that pulls out that you could put pictures on. Is this okay, Maggie, or is it glaring?
No,
or?
it's perfect.
Okay. And then the back has this little surprise because it has a pocket on the back. And I want to point this out because this is a pocket, and you'll notice it's got a little kind of a little finger tab punched out, and you can do that with any circle punch. And you just punch partially in, and then it helps get your hand and things into the pocket. And I've done it on this envelope. This is another envelope page that we sealed, and we cut the top off, and then it's got a little circle cut out of the top. And then this, okay, remember this little craft piece, because this is going to come in your album. You're going to get a whole bunch of these little pieces, and they have an adhesive strip on them. And your album was initially a Christmas card album, so it was meant to hold Christmas cards. So you would put this in your book and you would just stick your Christmas card right to it, and that's a way you could save your Christmas cards. And we're using it for a little bit different, but also for your Christmas cards. And that's got a little page that opens here, which is actually two cut aparts kept together, not cut apart. And then we glued one solid to the back of that. And then isn't this cute, this little postcard? Now, this is a good time to mention, you're going to want to have some baby powder or a powder tool. These are actually stickers, but this larger red present hangs over the top of the cut apart. So on this portion we put baby powder on it, or use a powder tool, so it is no longer sticky. And I've done that with lots of stickers, including this Santa. He's a sticker, and we powdered the back. I'm going to say, well, we probably powdered the whole thing. We turned it into a die cut. Otherwise, our paper would stick to it when we took things in and out of our pocket.
And that's baby powder, but isn't there a product also that
You can use a powder tool or baby powder if you don't have it.
Kelly, is that a cut apart? The
Yes, isn't
postcard?
that cute? Yes.
Okay.
That is a cut apart. I just love it. And you have the freedom to do a lot of different things in here. You can do what you like. These pages that I have here, and I don't have this in any special order, Maggie, these pages come in your book, these divider tabs, and I just kind of added some stickers. I added stickers to the tabs, just, you know, for fun. But lots of room for photos. And then on this tab, this is actually a cut apart. This wishing you a wonderful Christmas.
So how many of these do you get in the kit? They come with the book, right?
I think you get 4 or 5.
Okay.
I've got a whole book here that we can look at. And then we've put cut aparts on here. And then this is kind of fun, Maggie. Look at this. This is an ornament die cut, but it opens up like a little booklet or a little flap. And you could put something fun like a photo or a saying or a memory in there.
Kelly, do you lay in bed at night trying to think of how many different ways you can flip something?
No, I think I flipped them all. So that is a quick little tour. And then I want to show you ooh,
And this is the
this
cover.
is some things I lost earlier right here on this table. All right, let me get rid of those. This is the cover, and you're going to want to have some really good adhesive on your cover because there's nothing, you know, like protecting it or whatever. And you're going to want, I used foam tape underneath this green cardstock because you got green cardstock, white cardstock, and then a cut apart. And then we've got a piece of ribbon tied with these little bells. And you get all of this in your kit.
And I wanted to show them that those snowflakes are actually embossed into the cover.
They are.
So there's a texture to it.
It's kind of a craft chipboardy. This is cloth on the spine. So here's what your album looks like when you get it. And you can see I have changed it a little bit.
Oh.
I took white paint and I did just a light coat, like kind of dry brushed it. So it would be a little more white than craft. And the other thing is these albums came with a label that said cards, Christmas cards, and we have removed that because we're using it for something different. So you might see a little residue there, and that's just from where it's faded, but it doesn't matter because you're putting this right over the top of it.
And this is really thick. Can you see how thick that
Yeah, it's really a nice
board is?
heavy duty.
You wouldn't be able to cut through that.
So that's a tour of the album. This is how your album starts, and you look at all of these extra pieces you have. I did not use all of these, but you can sure use more because you could attach photos to these. I think that would be really nice. They've got that little strip that peels off. It's kind of like score tape, and you can stick your photos, Christmas cards. You know how people send you those family Christmas cards, Maggie? You could put them right on there.
And then you could see the front and the back.
Absolutely. That must be why it's the way it is.
Yeah, that's a perfect
And then you
idea.
get all of these. You were asking how many tabs. It looks like you get 4 of these tabs. And these are pretty heavy. They're kind of a glossy, and they're lots of different patterns. And I picked the Dear Santa collection because I thought it matched really well with the inside workings of the album.
So here's the kit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You can show
Here's
the kit.
the kit. And I was just going to
It's
show them what it looked like.
$49.99.
$49.99, but look at what's in here.
And I've got it all right here to show too, so we can.
Oh my goodness.
This
is like a
big
Christmas
bundle.
present.
It is. And you know, people are talking about things to make on Thanksgiving, and this might be one of them. So I'm going to show you what you get. You're going to get the directions. So you've got the color directions that tell you how to put it together, and there's another half sheet of directions.
Pictures, colored pictures.
Yeah, pictures, and hopefully clear directions. And then this half sheet just shows you those tabs that are in here, the fronts and backs of all those little pages that come in your book. And you have the freedom to do other things. You can change it up and do however you want, and you will have leftover pieces that you can do something with, have some fun with. Then you're going to get the sticker sheet, from Dear Santa. So you're going to have all of these stickers, and some of them I put powder on and turned them into die cuts. Some of them I left as stickers. And then you're going to get, several full sheets of paper. Here's a cut apart paper. And I love this one, Maggie, because it's got different sizes.
Yeah, there's that one.
Yep, you'll probably recognize a few here. And then you get this sheet, which is also cut aparts. And then you're going to want to make sure that you save all of these little pieces at the bottom, because we did use those on a page. And Maggie, that's kind of your big thing, is saving the barcode strips.
I love those barcode strips.
So when you cut those off, you're going to want to save them. And you're going to find that some of your pieces, I'll show you here in a minute.
Julie said this album would be a great December daily or December documented.
I think it would. You could even, those little craft sticker things, you could even put like your daily thing on one of these.
A daily photo, wouldn't that be cool?
And then you also get this sheet. You can tell that I'm kind of loving cut aparts. And let's see. This right here is the front of the album. So you can see how and maybe that's a technique you can take with you and use on other projects, that a lot of times you can find the title or the front of your project just in a piece of paper on one of the cutouts. Okay, then Maggie, we've got ribbon for the front. We have all kinds of die cuts and bells, and you got string to tie on your bells, and twine. Here's that die cut with the ornament that opens up.
This is my favorite part of any kit right here, is the little goodie bag.
All the little stuff.
I love it.
We've got that Christmas tree. This is the one without the stars, but don't fear, you got little stars that you can add. And you could also add little pictures to it if you wanted to. And then all of these pieces, there's one of the envelopes. All of these pieces have been pre-cut for you. And what's different about this kit from a lot of our other kits is I did not cut off the barcodes strips. I left them on there for you to cut off, because you might want to use this like this little Dear Santa. So when it tells you need a 4x6 piece with Santa faces, this doesn't measure 4x6 because you need to cut that green piece off. So you're going to find that on all of them. This little stripe piece is really fun to use across a tag.
Samantha loves the Santa in this line.
Oh, yes, he's really, really fun.
He reminds me of the Santa I grew up with.
Yeah, our Santa, our good old Santa. So, for example, I didn't use them on there. Like this right here could be just a barcode strip that you could just put on right there. I think that's what I did there. You know, sometimes we make our projects in advance and then we don't remember what we did. And sometimes we make them the night before and then it's a little fresher in our mind. You also are getting page sleeves, page protectors, whatever you want to call them. And I think you're getting 6. So you're getting 3 that are 6x8, and then you're getting 3 that are 4x6 to hold your photos or some of these cut aparts. And because we're working with an album that doesn't have pages, there's not pages that actually line up with the holes. And this is what I wanted to show today, Maggie, because you can see the holes here. There's no way, and there are no page sleeves to match up with this. But I wanted to make sure we had some in this album because I think they're just nice and they add a lot of safe places for your photos. So I'm going to show you what to do about that little problem. And it's very easy. I took one of the dividers, and then what I did, the dividers, okay, let me step back. The dividers fit here in here and they're pretty much centered. So I know these holes are going to be in the center of the book if I want something to be in the middle. And things don't have to be in the middle. They could be lower or higher. And that's the guide I use to punch like this little envelope. And the pieces that I made myself that are not in sleeves and they're not attached to the craft strips. I made myself a pattern. Like here's another page that you're going to make yourself. And then you're going to have to punch 2 holes in it with your hole punch or a crocodile. So I started out with this, and then I took a piece of paper that's the same height, and I marked the holes and I punched them. So now I have a pattern to use as I'm punching other things. Even like this first page, I have it like I had to punch holes in that to get into my album. So after I made a guide, then I have this, I can punch everything, and This is centered. If you're making an album and it's not centered, you're going to want to write top or bottom. At least I have to, because I don't remember everything.
Kelly, that's a good tip for putting anything in any album that doesn't come with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Kathy Robinson says that she now cuts all of her barcodes off and keeps them because of Memory Bound.
Maggie, you should be happy about that. So what I want to do is give you a little tip for when you're cutting or punching holes in the page sleeves, because they're a little tricky. Not really that tricky. They're plastic. So what I would go ahead and measure, and if I want it in the middle, I'm going to, that's why I had a pen over here, Maggie.
Well, you're getting the pen. My friend Laura told me about the barcodes, and what she does is every time she cuts off a barcode, even if it's a tiny little thing like, let's say that little present.
Oh, does she say that?
She cuts it out, and she has a little basket full of all those little things, and then when she's putting a book together, she's got all those little pieces that she pulls from.
And then, well, that's a good idea. Okay, that's another trick. And we've shared this before, but a lot of times you get little die cuts and those little pieces. And I like to take a paper plate, and I got this from Janet, so thank you, Janet. You're probably watching. And I put all those little pieces on a paper plate. And then my craft area is a little messy, so it helps me keep them together. So anyway, for your pages then, what I do is I'm just going to mark where I want to punch my holes with a marker or a pen or something, and these kind of dent in, so you can just kind of mark them pretty easy. So then I have my little marks made, and then I find it easier to punch it against a piece of paper to give it a little bit of firmness when you punch.
So now you're punching the plastic sleeves.
Yep, so now we're going to punch the plastic sleeves, because you do have to make new holes for those. And then I just slide in my punch, and this is really slick, Maggie. And look, it's perfect. So I just marked it, and then I punch it, and then I've got my new holes that are going to fit into my book.
Perfect.
So, and they're crispy. They punched really nice. So that's how to do that. Make yourself a guide. You could even mark on here, guide.
Can you do more than one at a time?
I haven't tried it, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
You can try it. If you try it and it works or doesn't work, let us know. I'm a little more cautious. You only have 6 here. So I would just want to be careful so that they don't, like stretch. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So put a plain piece of paper behind them when you punch them. And then I also wanted to mention that we're using the Miscellaneous Me page protectors from Bo Bunny. So if you wanted to get more pages, you get 40 in a package for $9.99. So they're pretty reasonable, and we have these available online under albums and miscellaneous. And
is that a miscellaneous grouping? Do you get different kinds?
This one comes with, there's a couple different ways they come. This one says you do get a variety. It says you're going to get a variety like this. Although, Maggie, I don't know if I trust that's really in the package. You can get them all. You can get 6x8 and 4x6 mixed, or you can get this variety pack. The other thing I wanted to mention was the reinforcer punch, and that might be a nice thing to have to make some fun decorative reinforcements, or the Elizabeth Craft Design ones. And I just remembered we got new ones in that we need to
get those?
Well, let's go over there, because we got a bunch of new ones. So,
ladies, this would be a nice stocking stuffer to
mention it to Santa.
Yeah, tell your Santa that you'd like to find in your stocking.
So we've mentioned the score tape, the extra pages if you think you want them, the kit. Here's a set of punches. This is the punch that I just used, and you actually, this is $14.29, and you get 2 circles. I guess they're all circles in different sizes, small, medium, and bigger. And it's made in bigger. Do you like that, Maggie?
Yes.
And okay, so that is the Happy Holidays Christmas album, and you can find it online. There's a few pictures of the inside of it that you can see, and of course you can call us if you have any questions at all. It's a really pretty fun album.
It is. I just love the embossed snowflakes.
Yeah,
Oops, sorry.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
And so you just want to, you probably have a little bit of white paint, but we do have the Delusions white acrylic paint, and you just brush it lightly. And if you want it more white, you just put more paint on.
And is that called white linen? Is that the color?
You are correct, Maggie. She knows our paints. All right, speaking of the reinforcement punch, we got in a new Elizabeth Craft reinforcement set, and it's right up here, Maggie. I almost forgot that this was new here. I know a lot of people love the original set of the reinforcers, and this is the new one, and it is Planner Essentials Reinforcement Pack 2. And you can see it's got like different shapes. It even has a fish and tickets and Maggie, there's cameras. I know you love cameras.
I got set number 1, and set number 1 comes with the little
ring.
Yep. And then you can add these so they are all on the same ring.
I know, I think that's neat. Very cool. So we're excited. Those are $29.99 and you get 10 or 12 dies. And Katie said she cuts them out and puts them all in a little storage box and then just gets them as she needs them.
That's a great idea. Can you buy extra Christmas trees from that kit?
We don't have any right now. I guess we'd have to check and see if we can get some more of those.
Okay.
Here is one of the other new dies from Elizabeth Craft, and this is called Planner Essentials Directions. And you can tell why it's called Directions because of all the arrows.
Oh my gosh.
And when we saw this, when Else was doing a live Zoom call with us, this little stick here is actually a stick so you could make your own sign and put your own arrows on it and maybe change them directions, or I think you could do a lot of other things with that too.
A great sign, this one right here, to put in on a page layout.
It would be really fun.
Love it. A travel
one. So
one.
that's $19.99. And you know, with the Elizabeth Craft designs, they cut really nice and you get tons of dies. I'm not even counting those up. Then this is another new one. This is called Wave Pocket. So this one is very interesting because I love these little, I don't know what you call those, little holes? Little tabs. Like if you make a tag, you could put that at the top and make a really neat tag. But okay, what this does, it's another page, but this bottom piece, it folds up to make a pocket. So you cut this whole piece out, and then this bottom portion, these little sides fold in, and it folds up and makes a pocket. Oh, here, I think
they
we have
thought
a
of
picture.
everything, didn't they?
So here's a picture of it right here, this kind of tannish piece, and how this is the pocket. And look at those little holes they put in the tops of the tags. I don't know, they call that something because we buy those for the store, those plastic things to hang on our bags, and they make that kind of oblong hole. So anyway, it's really cool.
I'm trying to think yeah. Because you
there's
can
a
hang
name for it,
bags
but I don't
from
know
them.
what it is. Yeah.
Katie wants the reinforcers, and she wants the arrows, and probably the world.
How about the
with
world?
Sunglasses.
And this is called Globe, which is a good name for it. Oh, yeah, the sunglasses are fun.
Someone did have a question. They didn't think that the reinforcers were online yet.
They're not?
I'll look.
Diane's going to
I
check.
have other questions too.
Okay, so this one, Maggie, what I want to show, I'm so glad I got to be online with Elsie the other night. This has got the torn edge. So this is another one of those pages for your planner, your journal, your album, but it's got that little torn edge, kind of like the decal trimmer.
Yes.
So let's just say it. The decal torn edges are
There
really
you
popular
go.
right now.
And you don't have to tear. It looks like that.
That's right.
Hanger hole. Is
Hanger
that what
hole?
those are called?
Hey, I like it. And these are the holiday tab pieces. So this has got lots of little, like, look at all those little hanging ornaments.
You get a lot in each one of these
And this,
packages.
maybe I should turn this, because this is actually the holes for your page, your rings or binder, and then these are your tabs. So you've got the two outside, and then you got the inside tab.
And what are these right here?
I wish you wouldn't have asked that, Maggie.
Maybe a customer will tell
I
us.
don't know. Let's look at the picture and see if we can figure it out. See, like, here's the pages. It's hard to see because the stuff is so busy because they do such a fantastic job. Oh, here's one of those little things.
They're numbers.
They're numbers?
Yeah, look at the front. These are numbers.
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Diane, you're amazing. So can you see the numbers on them
They're
now?
really hard.
Oh my
online
gosh.
under Elizabeth's.
0,
Okay.
1, 2. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have noticed that.
These are online, so they are online, and go to Dyes and go to Elizabeth Crafts and you'll find them. These are the latest release from Elizabeth Crafts, and we've got a couple more here. These, okay, now these are interesting. These, you're going to get this frame. So this is going to cut out so you have windows, 6 windows. And then these little pieces they angle across the windows, and it's hard to describe. So let's see if we can see it. Like here's the windows. And then you see these little things going across that little angle with words in it. I think it says memories and
Let me see
this
the
is
other
a good
words.
page.
Okay, see if we can read backwards.
Oh golly, we know how hard that is.
Oops, sorry. making people sick.
Family, so good. Winter, something, something. So
Look at how many you
fab.
get.
This is us.
You know, these could even be put on top of a photo too and made to look like a
Oh,
tab.
Yes, I like that idea. I love that. Now look at this page here. It's got like a couple of them going across the windows.
I really like how they give you ideas on the back.
They're the corner.
Yeah, the corner borders. And it's called Windows Overlay. So that's Windows Overlay. It's $19.99. Oh, I think this is the Big Daddy coming up. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, wait, I got 2 of them.
Yes, that is.
That is, this is the Big Daddy. Okay, this is called Christmas Figures. So you're going to get the tree, the tin soldier, the snowman, and then you get these little tags that say 25-cent sleigh rides and 75-cent sleigh rides. So depending on your price. But then on the back, it's giving you like the outline. So they're like a layered die. And this is called Christmas Figures. This one's $35.99 because you're getting all of these dies.
So you could do this tree in green, then do this in white,
Yes.
and then you would lay it over the top and you'd have a
You'd
snowy
have
tree.
a snowy tree, absolutely. Or you
Love
could do
that.
2 colors of green,
Yes.
or whatever. And that's kind of a funny looking snowman. He's got a cute little face, and he's holding a broom. And these are your pieces for your snowman, like his buttons and
Wow.
probably eyes.
These are amazing
anyway,
dies.
Those are big too. I think they're good for scrapbook pages or the long cards. They're made for
Yes.
slimline cards. Okay, I think, Diane, is that it, or are these new down here? These might. That we had. Have we had this one?
That's a label
Planner
one.
labels. We'll show it anyway because I like it. It's planner labels, and it does have the reinforcers there in hearts. And look at that. It's just a bunch of different labels you can use.
Wow. Can we show them the alphabet is back in? I use this alphabet
yes.
all the time.
The retro. This is probably one of our best sellers
Love this
this
alphabet.
year. It's
Okay,
called Retro.
this is one side, and if you need smaller, this is another size,
Or if you
and
need
then
tiny.
little.
So it's $29.99, and you're getting 3 sizes of fonts, and you're also getting some other little icons that you can use, the little parentheses and brackets, and the little @ sign is kind of fun.
Can you see? Okay, flip it over. Like the capital A. See, it's kind of a funky capital A, but then the B, and then let's see. There's another
so
one.
it's kind of a mixed font.
Yeah.
Some upper, some
are-
lower.
yeah, but they're all the same size, so they really fit well together.
So, wow, we have, look at this Elizabeth Crafts. Maybe, Maggie, do you want to just kind of maybe roll across it to show people
yeah.
what we have?
Did you show that one was?
Yeah, we showed all of those there. So there's a lot of really good possibilities
This one could
on
be
this
used
rack.
for flowers, but also 4th of July. Music, if you have anybody
Katie was
music.
here last week, and she used the reinforcers, and she said she loved them, and they cut really super well.
This one here has the Christmas tree reinforced, and I'm using those in my book. So that's really cool.
This
And
is
look at
newer,
that
isn't it?
snowflake.
It's kind of new.
So
Wow.
Diane's just said, in case you missed it, she's using this in her Christmas album this year.
The Christmas
Because she
tree
liked
is
the
good.
reinforcers, the Christmas trees, and the ornaments. And that's kind of a neat page too, because it's a little narrower.
And what is this right here?
This one with the bicycle is called
Is it a house?
Home, and it is a house. Because there's your windows
Okay.
and things, and you got your keys. And
That would be fun to decorate a house for Christmas,
look
too.
at how they did that, Maggie, with the
Love
little.
it.
It's actually like a flap.
Oh, I like that. And
So these are all online if you go to shopping and go to dyes and go to Elizabeth Crafts. This is such a great way to end the day because these are really great dyes.
Diane, you've used this one right here with the tree, right?
Yes. Yeah, that tree one is good.
There's the reinforcers again.
Okay, someone wants to know about a Thanksgiving kit. And then talk about tonight, too. There's questions about tonight.
Okay.
All right, Maggie's zooming across the Elizabeth
I
Craft.
don't want to make
and you can
anybody
see 'em.
sick, so I'm kind of going
That's
slow.
all right. That's
And
perfectly fine.
Let's see. Go over here and here. This is like a film strip.
I like Polaroids and film strips. I don't know if
Yes.
anybody noticed, but there is one in that Happy Holidays Christmas album kit. Santa's in a little Polaroid.
Oh,
So that's another thing you'll learn in the kit is how to make that without making a Polaroid. All right, we had a question, Maggie, about a Thanksgiving kit, and we do have a Thanksgiving card kit that makes 6 cards, and they're just kind of a bright and really kind of neat looking. I think they're very colorful. And you get everything you need to make the 6 cards. So that is available. It's $14.99, and it's online under shopping and kits.
are these all A2, Kelly?
Yes, they're A2, and they're actually made on the brown paper bag card bases. So you get your card bases and your envelopes and your twine and all of your verbiage. Okay, so what we want to review.
Okay, Barb wants to
Oh.
know what type of machine. You just need a Sizzix.
Yeah, like a Big,
Big
Shot,
Shot, mhm.
would work, or a Cuttlebug, or a Vagabond for the Elizabeth Craft dies.
Yes.
Okay, so
The wooden home decor truck.
we have, do we have a truck or are we out of the truck? Okay, we're out of the truck. Some of that wood home decor items are really hard to get. They're having trouble getting supplies. I don't know if they're coming from China or wherever, but they're having a supply chain problem. So we have a lot. We have the sleigh, we have the reindeer.
You want me
we
to
have
show those?
Santa. Yeah, I think they're in the back.
Oh, they're in the back.
I think they've been moved. We'll show you the ones that we have. And then I just want to remind everybody that
Here's
tonight,
the Grinch area, if you like the Grinch.
so Maggie, we have the reindeer that you can make, and they come just like this. Everything is really high quality wood, and it's sanded and it's ready to be painted or covered with paper, however you want to decorate it. And this one's really cute because they've got, I think I need to fix his bow. He's got little red glitter on his nose. So we have that one, and then we have the sled.
And the reindeer looks really cute right beside the
He
sled.
does. This is a nice little group if you want to put these together. And that comes, and these are online under home decor and foundations decor. So you can find these wood pieces. Like for example, the sled is $15.99. It's kind of a big one. The reindeer, he is $15.99. And then look at this really cute Santa. And we have this made up, but we're unable to locate him. He's $8.49. And all these pieces come off, so you can paint him or decorate him, put paper over him if you like. I've seen where they'll use like an embossed paper on his beard, or they put a little texture paste with some glitter, and that looks really nice. And then we also have the word joy, which is Dawn's favorite word, and it's $15.99. So it's actually 3 pieces, and we have it done up here. And you can use any colors you want. If you're doing your decorating in grays and blues, then you just change out your paper or your paint, and you're all set to go.
And how much is the joy?
I don't know. Let's take a quick peek and see. I wonder if it's $15.99. Yes, it is. It's also $15.99. What do you know, Maggie? So those come like that, and here's the truck, and we are unable to get it. So we do have one here for sale. And Maggie, and it's $15. So if you want one that's done up, since we're unable to get the I don't know, unfinished truck for you, we do have this one. It even has mirror paper in the window, and it's $15. And if you give us a call, we can get that for you.
Okay.
So we have that. So remember that next Thursday, Katie will be here with her Christmas Cheer Folio 3 album, how to put it together. It's not tomorrow. We had to move it a week, so it's going to be next Thursday in the morning at 9:30 right here. And then tonight at 6:30 Central Standard Time. I think it's funny saying that, but we are going to be back here, and we're going to take some time and show you like all the projects we have, the kits, the things we have for sale, and give you just a really good look. I know some of you can't come into Memory Bound. You're too far away, or you're staying home and staying safe. So we're hoping that that'll give you a chance. And also we thought maybe by doing it in the evening, people who work or aren't able to watch during the day, we'd be able to catch a few more people. So get yourself a hot toddy tonight or a little snack, and join us again tonight at 6:30. And thank you everyone so much. We'll see you later tonight.
Peg has one last question.
Oh, one last question.
Have you ever demoed making one of your Golden Book albums? And you have a video on that, don't you?
I think there might be a YouTube video. We'll look it up. But we have a new Golden Book album coming, and it's the Christmas story, so it's faith-based. And I'm really hoping that we can show it on Friday, but we're waiting for some product. So we will have that coming up. So thanks for asking that.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.